You guys, your dogs have been diagnosed with Giardia over and over and over again, and you're thinking, well, how is this happening? Is he getting the keys to the car in the middle of the night and driving out and doing a hike on his own and drinking all the water? Because he's with me all the time. How does he keep getting Giardia? And what can I do about it? Well, if you watch all the way to the end of this video, I'll tell you 3 things you can do to help your dog with the Giardia. And by the time we get there, hopefully you'll understand why it is that I think Giardia is often opportunistic. Not always, but often. So let's just get started right now. Before we do, I want you guys to subscribe. Just hit that share button, share the love. It really helps us out. So Giardia is a really, really cool organism, because for me, when someone calls me and says, Dr. Donna, my dog has been diagnosed with Giardia, not once, not twice, but 3 times, maybe more, even though he's been treated by the conventional veterinarian. And you know what happens to me? I get excited, because that means that there's something going on with the dog's intestinal tract that I can really fix. It's something chronic, and it's something that's best fixed holistically. So that's why I get excited. And these dogs do really, really well. What's often happening is the dogs, they get food allergies, they get sensitivities that basically swell up their intestinal tract. All the villi and the crypts and the Peyer's patches and all of these immune signals that then go to the brain and tell the brain all kinds of things. It's like the intestinal tract really does control 70% of the whole immune system of the pet. Because the dog has Giardia, now we have the opportunity to help the intestinal tract be the healthiest it could ever be. And that just makes me excited, because that usually leads to longevity. So what happens is the Giardia it's an organism that breaks down into cysts and oocysts and all of these little kind of dormant phases. And those dormant phases love to hide in the bottom of the villi. You know, you have the villi, these microscopic absorption. Your pet's intestinal tract might be this long, but the absorption is this long. And that's because of all these amazing villi that take the nutrients in. They're like little mountains in there. And the crypt and the Giardia, the dormant phases love to hide in the crypts, in the lowest part of those villi. And go kind of like the Peyer's patches and all the immune lymphocytes basically start to go, well, I guess the Giardia is normal around here. So even though we've created all this extra mucus and inflammation and swelling, the intestinal tract just creates more of a petri dish for those Giardia and those dormant phases. So then when your veterinarian tests, even with diarrhea or without diarrhea, you still have this Giardia. So what we do holistically, it's really exciting, is what we do is we make sure that we are not aggravating those food allergies, right? So we first of all diagnose them. We use that muscle testing to diagnose them, but I've mentioned this before, but like chicken, beef, fish and fish oil, grains, these are all really, really common allergens. So we take those out of the diet. Instead of using fish oil for the dog's omega-3s, we use plant-based omegas that are less allergic, like flax meal. And then we often will switch the diet to a cooked diet and make sure we're avoiding all the allergies. And lo and behold, we also use herbs to help maybe reduce the swelling in the villi. Herbs like marshmallow root, Oregon grape root, and we also use probiotics to build up the healthy bacteria and the healthy yeast to outcompete the Giardia. And we do all that, and then we also can use an herbal formula that we buy from Herbalist Alchemist. It's a human formula called AP compound, and in that it's not something that you want to use long term, but it will basically cure every Giardia, even when it's Flagyl resistant. Flagyl is the conventional medicine for not only for diarrhea but also for Giardia. you guys, I want you to share this, tell all your friends about it. It's really important that we keep these dogs' digestive tracts strong because that will affect their immunity. It will help prevent cancer and other diseases down the road. I want you guys to chat, let me know in the chats that you understand this concept of chronic Giardia and immune system weakness, and also what you can do about it. Thanks so much.